Hello everybody. First month is here. I'm in forest finally again. I'm going to do a video. I would say outside, or maybe in this case more, let's say, bushcraft or some kind of bushcraft survival tasks in forest with these Entrek Bravo 11. Why I spread it in this way? Because in the other ways than normally I do, I'm going to make, I don't know if next week, I would say another in-use video with this knife, but it will be more about like urban surviving. So that there will be some, rope cutting and these things, which I don't have these things with me in the forest, of course. So that's why I like split the video into these two practical parts. So let's enjoy that. So as normally we are in very different spot in forest, and what I want to say, you won't see me, but you will see the action with the knife on this another torso of a tree, which I'll use as a work table as normally I do. We start with these. I already prepared some wood here for splitting. Of course, we got something for comparing. This is obviously spruce, and wow, it's maybe 2 inches, definitely more, two and let's say 1/3 of an inch in the short way. And this is oak, even thicker, definitely about 3 inches. And as you can see, I sold them in about two comparable sizes compared to the knife. Well, by the way, do you know these guys, the black one, ticks? I hate them. Okay, so compared with the size of knife, significantly longer. So this will be something what I said, if I want to have a knife for surviving, then it will be something like this one. Let's start. For this splitting, the batoning stick, I'll use this one. This is 1/4 of an inch, as I said, thick. Wow, there's another thick. Can't believe that. Another one. So that's 3 of them. Nice. Need to check myself all the time. Another one. Okay. I hear the wood cracking. This is how it looks. You can't see that, but this is better view. And the spruce holds really great, unfortunately for me. So, a twisted wood is always dangerous. So this is probably the very first batoning with the, I would say maybe any Entrek knife on the YouTube. And as we can see, the knife success, I didn't expect any problem with a 1/4 of an inch blade, but who knows. Okay, now the hardest task, I would say. It's the same task. Now, I didn't tell you about this one, by the way, but it's coming soon. As you can see, I got about maybe 3 centimeters spare. So I mean on the real edge, it means it is about 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches in diameter. Today is, by the way, nicely hot and wet. I don't know how the wood looks. Maybe there is a knot. I don't know it. Now I'll maybe find out. Oh no, it is twisted again. Now I'm lucky. I've got twisted wood again, as you can see. That one was hard. That was hard because this wood is oak. This is seasoned oak, 2 years, because it was from our stock. As you can see, under the bark it is crap, but if we were speaking about wood, it was hard. Very good wood for fire or for shelter building and these things. And also it was, we need to use it as for a twisted wood, as I said. So what about knife? No problem. No handle loose, no nothing. Even as you can see here, I smashed here on the spine, but nothing there. Okay, I'll check myself because of ticks. I don't know, guys, how it is in your country, but today, only today, I took off about 6 of them out of me. Yesterday about 4. Well, that's the season of these beasts. Okay, why I've got this one here? I prepared this one. If you remember, as I did Tops Helion Elite, and I use this. I use the tip more for prying. Let's say you make a construction, you want to keep this U-shaped something, and want to put something into that. So stick it in this way, and then use a lashing. So you need to take this one off. Of course, it will be really hard to do it in this way, to carve it off. That's much more faster and better way will be to pierce through and just take it off. But for example, if you can compare, let's say these tips, this is that Wilhelmsen large despot with a very fine tip, and this, sorry, huge thick tip on these generally same knives in the length. Then I won't do it with this way, because I'm sure I will break the tip, but I hope I can do it with this knife. So let's find out. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. That was wood only, luckily. So that was something what I want to do. This one is cutted more. This one is cutted more deep. That's why I'm somewhere in the end. But it is nicely done. So when I try to pry in this way for the tip strength, I normally don't do this one. Normally don't do this one. But here, I'm doing this because this is something what I need from the knife. That's why I bought it. Great, great. So that's the wood. That was really nice deep, 5-6 millimeters deep. So checking the tip. No issue. It's interesting. No, it seems to be, you know, it's a little bit crazy, but seems to be a little bit twisted in this way. But firstly, I don't think so. I can't believe that because this steel is so thick. And I believe it is just because I can't see it properly. It will be. Oh, no. I don't believe that. It's hard to find out when, you know, the colors of the light out of these trees, and you know, the gray on that, and that dirty coating here. It's, you know, seems to be like this a bit. The blade is, or tip is a little bit turned to the right, but it isn't. Okay, so this is good, as you said. So far so good. Okay, then start to do something more useful. So let's find out. There was a huge knot. This one without any problems. Okay, now I didn't tell you. Sorry guys, it's really deep down. This is too low. I didn't tell you. The real edge on the knife is 10 and a half centimeters, and I think it is exactly 4 inches. So the real edge is really short. This is 11.8, as I said, from the handle to the tip, but the real edge is only 10 and a half. So this recast, so I would say, is 1.3 centimeters. Okay, how this one slides. And this is, as we know, this is a sprue. Too deep, I would say. Pretty nice. And I didn't tell you guys, this is still the original edge. After I did a couple of slices, did some wood carving, a little bit, not more, not too much, didn't chop generally anything. So this is the original edge. So I didn't touch the edge even with the honing steel or something like this. Is the original edge. That's pretty surprised with such thick blade. Let's find out on these. This is oak, as I said, so this could be a different story. Let's see. I see. course, dried oak is dried oak. This is definitely not the best material to make a feather stick, but definitely not bad. Not bad for such a high secondary bevel compared with the this spruce. So hardwood and softwood, pretty good. I'm surprised, positively surprised, I must say. Okay, what about drilling? What about drilling? Oh, that's the spruce. Let's see, what about this one? This is, of course, much more hard. But because this is really hardwood and seasoned, that's pretty nice if you need it. I want to use it if I can use some, you know, different, let's say the spruce wood. That will be definitely more practical for me. So what about some green stuff? A little bit of dilimbing. Because of the size of the handle and this hook, which is not pronounced as I like normally, but I'm fine with this. I will do some light chopping, very light chopping. I mean, like this one. I can hold it with 3 fingers without any lashing, but if I'll use it with 2 fingers, I don't feel it comfortable. I hold myself a little bit back because I'm worried the knife will go out from my hand. So I can use lashing, which I don't want now. Okay, so that's good. This is, by the way, not as easy processed wood as maybe it can look, and you spend some energy if you want to do this one. It is of course much more easy to do it in this way, and that's it. Okay, what about tip making on the fresh stuff? We'll see how this one holds. This is definitely not a carver, but it can do the job. If I'm talking about my top machete, I will use it for my knee support. Sorry, better put it in this way. Holding this chest pull. On this one, it works pretty nice. Really nice. But what I found is the jumping here, if you don't use the gloves, then it could be too much aggressive. Okay, anyway, you can see it on my index now. It could be really aggressive. With the gloves, no problem. If you do it in this way, it could be an issue, but I don't care really. Okay, some notching. It's about 30 degrees Celsius, as I said, high moisture, and we had some strong rains, even some water floating around, so that was after the dry season. Then we got a wet season. That's how it goes in nature. This is it. Very nice. Well, I got a plan, or generally I had a plan. After this performance, I'm not sure if I will do that, but I got a plan what I did with my Tops bootlegger number 2 with the saw on back on the spine. I've changed the grind on the straight part of the edge and just kept the original here. Why? Because I want to keep a more slicey edge, but a really strong this belly. I mean the grind, which is not really the best for carving. Even this one isn't definitely not. It is not like a dull. As you can see here, it is really nice. But for better slicing, I changed this one. I put it at a better angle, smoother angle for the straight cutting when you do whatever these. But when you, let's say, because I spoke about this like about a survival knife, if you want to go, let's say you want to open a can or something like that, so this bevel, higher bevel, is of course better. The edge can survive much more easy. So, but in this performance, because what I want from the knife, well, maybe I won't change that. I'm not sure now. Anyway, what I had in my head, that's good, is to use the jimping like, let's say, I use the back saw normally to make a notch, because it is really sharp, guys. When I touch it, I said, okay. Of course, it isn't meant to be like that, and you can't compare it with top saw back like they normally do. No, well, no, it doesn't work in that way. I believe I can use the corners. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I can use the corners. As you can see here, I can use the corners. Let's say mark a bone, for example, or something like that, for to make it weaker on the spot and easy to break. But anyway, it doesn't work like the saw bag on, let's say, truckers. These, but it could be help in some situation. That's good. Okay. Oh, it's a piece of cake. Let's go for these close to 2 centimeters. Piece of cake again. Wow. This could be a large, probably. Large wood isn't soft, definitely. Or maybe spruce it is. But anyway, when it is dried, I'm in the middle now only. Well done. So we kind of beat the knife. Of course, I can baton through more thicker pieces, but as a combination of what I think about it with, let's say my tops, this kind of small saw can really help you out with so many things. I used it a couple of times and I'm very surprised how good this one is to have. Imagine comparison with these two, I mean company, these two. You can go through plastic or even aluminium or something like that. And if you need to make a notches, or if you go for thicker pieces like this one, you can sew a piece, then remove it, sew another piece, then remove it, and you can chop down, I would say, sapling in that diameter. And that's something really nice. Okay, what I think about this knife after this is generally, guys, very first time outside with this knife. As I said, I tried just a couple of slices with the knife, but I'm really happy with the knife. No complaints, no see any chipping and dulling or something like that. The knife is still pretty nice, sharp. So change the view. This is better, probably. I hope that will be not that dark. You'll see everything. Only the sheath for the Bravo, Entrek Bravo 11. The sheath is kind of, I will do a new one, as I said. So I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with this guy, how it stands, everything. That's piece of steel, guys. This is piece of steel. It looks just from the distance, and you don't have it in your hand. It looks like, okay, that's some kind of small knife, small fixed blade. When you grab it, it's a wow. This is a prey bar. So that's interesting performance. Of course, the hollow grind helps really. That was nice. That was a nice. Okay, I hope you enjoy that. As I said, I will do some like at home, or no, at home in use, but kind of urban survival task. That's as I said, some belt slicing, rope cutting, trying to prey some plank, or maybe destroy some plank. You know, as I said, when you need, let's say, go through some door, or something else, let's say wooden. So if this knife could be enough for it, I believe yes, what I've seen today actually. So I'm glad for that. And as I said, in my room, I'm surprised there is not really, there's just few videos, in use videos, of any Entrek knife, and that surprised me. Okay, thank you very much, have a nice time, and bye.